Hello, Cosmic Witches, and welcome to your final cosmic forecast of the year. Holy moly, we're into December and we're about to bring you your final forecast for the last month of 2024. Are you ready? I want you to open up your chest, open up your hands, take a deep breath in, and dive into this forecast with us where Karlie will bring the energetic forecast, Maggie will bring the cosmic forecast, and I will bring you practices and intentions and focuses to really tie it all up and make the most of this last month of 2024. We are so grateful that you've spent this year with us. We hope that you've loved the forecasts throughout this year, and I'm super excited for all the forecasts yet to come. But for our final forecast of 2024, let's go ahead and dive on in.
Hey Cosmic Witches! Divine Gossip Girls here, your one and only source into the spiritual happenings of the cosmos.
Ever wonder what this month's energy will have in store for you? What the planets and stars are even up to? Or if the universe can just help you catch a break already?
Well, lucky you, because we have all the spiritual secrets to tell. Get ready to sip on your weekly dose of divine tea. All right, loves. Hello and welcome to December. I will be sharing with you guys not only the main themes of this month energetically coming through, but also the collective kind of energy. And then the themes, I always find that the themes are kind of breakdowns of the collective energy, but they kind of help us to understand better what's coming through. So as I tuned into the energy of December, I got some interesting energy, you guys. It was like I kind of saw like a burning ball of fire and things kind of like burning, but I feel like that could be interpreted in multiple ways, like that burning desire in your heart to move forwards and to fight for a cause, or, you know, to step into your purpose. Like the energy of the sun is kind of can be seen as like, okay, we got that fire, we've got that determination, we've got that focus. But it also could be the fire of certain things crumbling to the ground, certain structures, certain ways of being kind of crumbling and falling away, being purified. Or it could also be symbolized as the phoenix rising from the ashes. So there's a lot of different ways that this fire coming through into December could be seen. Whenever I think of the winter months, this year, you guys, I have to say 2024 has been a backwards year. I don't know if anyone else felt the winter blues in August, but I felt like a bit of like depression energy that I usually feel in the winter times hit in the spring and the summer, which was really interesting for me. But I kind of realized that a lot of people felt that as well. And I think it kind of was a collective energy. So as we move into this winter, instead of us like automatically thinking we're going to hit those winter blues, I was actually kind of taken aback seeing like this fiery orange come through that I usually get in the summertime. It was like that, but it's winter. And so I feel like it's like the summer kind of bold energy of Leo, but in December. So Maggie, I'm intrigued to see what the astrology is kind of doing, but some sort of bold energy is coming through. And so right now I'm going to share the overall collective theme before we break it down into the three themes that I have for you guys that you'll use your intuition to pick. So the three tarot cards that came through to address and kind of bring light to the collective theme was the Seven of Cups in reverse, the Knight of Wands, and the Magician. So the first card that came through was the Magician, and that's kind of what like took me for a surprise. I was like seeing, and that's what kind of made me like reinterpret what I was getting download wise. I was like, okay, I saw the light, and then I was like automatically shit's burning down, and then I was like, wait, the Magician. Maybe we're remembering our power. Maybe we're remembering our light and our ability to create and kind of taking initiative for what we want, concentrating, focusing our skills and our abilities again to call forward what it is that we desire. And so with the Magician coming forward, I want you to see December as your month to really harness your power and use it and direct it in meaningful and resourceful ways that can help you shift into something that you really desire. So Magician has that ability to cultivate their gifts, their potential, their purpose, and then put them forward for the greater good and really get the ball rolling in a direction. This whole entire year, I believe, has been a big old chariot ride. Into kind of a rite of passage into something new. And I feel like with the magician coming through, it's like, okay, you've gained the skills, you've gained the clarity, you've gained a lot of wisdom in this year. It's time for you to harness that power now and use it for the greater good and use it for your highest good. And then we had the 7 of Cups in reverse, which I think is a beautiful symbol of the questions that have kind of been thrown at us this year, all of the uncertainty, all of the random shifts and changes, the curveballs we've been thrown. It's been like an overwhelm of decisions and choices. And for once, the 7 of Cups coming in reverse is saying, you're starting to gain clarity. It's no longer like a bunch of choices and you're like, I don't know which one is right. It's like, no, I actually know now. I feel focused. I feel like I've kind of made a decision. My heart is kind of going in a certain direction. And then the Knight of Wands is coming through like forward moving energy. All right, it's time to be bold. It's time to take action. It's time to show up for the things that you finally gained clarity on or that you've just chosen to be ready for. So that Knight of Wands is that energy, that forward momentum. And like stepping into your power, allowing yourself to kind of, be a little bold and do things on a whim and just kind of see where it goes and where it leads you, because you've got the energy of the magician in your pocket. So you can really move mountains. You can do incredible things this month if you allow yourself to lean into the energy. And yeah, so I think this is a beautiful sign that with that big ball of fire coming in, you are the phoenix rising from the ashes and you've gained your wings. It's time to fly. It's time to test out your powers and see where it can take you. And act, make choices, take action aligned with your highest self. This is a fast moving energy this month. Like I believe we're going to enter into this month in one place and we're going to leave it in a whole different energy. Like I don't even know what we're going to walk into 2025 as, but I mean, I've said it before and I'm going to say it again. This year was us in the cocoon being shot out multiple times, reverting back to the caterpillar, all of these things. And finally, December is a month to recognize that we have our wings, right? We have these wings. It's time to use them. It's time to take flight. So let's now tune into the 3 major themes coming through. They're very similar themes, honestly, but they do have some different aspects to them. So right now we're going to tune into our intuition. I want everyone to close down their eyes if you're able to, or just kind of rest your gaze. We're going to take a nice deep inhale in through the nose, drawing in fresh energy. And exhale out with a sigh. Arriving into this present moment. One more deep inhale in through the nose, drawing in cleansing white light to fill your third eye space in your entire being. And exhale out, arrive in this present moment, sits bones, connected to the earth. You are here, you are present. We ask our ego to step aside and our spirits and our essence to step forward. And now I want you to feel into what theme calls out for you. You're going to feel it maybe through a ping in the heart space or just a pull of your being. So tune into that as I call out the themes. See what arises. So our first category, theme 1. Theme 1. Is that calling out to you? Second option, theme 2. Theme 2, how does theme 2 feel for you? And finally, theme 3. Theme 3. And just seeing which theme called out to you the most, the one you felt the most pull towards, the most resonance, the most yes. Just feeling that. And when you're ready, share. All right. Clear. Okay, we had Sophie's got theme 1 and Maggie's got theme 3. And I want to say I'm a mixture of all of them, but I feel like theme 3 is calling out to me. Also theme 1, honestly, all of them. All right. So theme one, people, get ready. So your crystals that came through were selenite and blue quartz. So what I wrote down with this theme is just basically the entire month, you are going to be repeating this affirmation to yourself. My body, mind, and spirit is my sacred temple. That is your guiding compass. Anything that does not allow your body, mind, and spirit to be a sacred temple is leaving, right? If you have something that enters into your life and it's draining your energy, you're letting it go. Because it's a purification kind of energy, right? We've had a lot of purification. Like every single theme, I feel like for the past 4 months has been like, what needs to leave, purify, release, ground. But this is like, okay, we're purifying, and then we have another piece coming in, which is the wisdom of your highest self. You purify and you make your body a temple so that you can embody your highest self. So this is a month to purify, to release, and embody every single bit of your highest self through your actions, through your words, through the things that you say yes to, the things you say no to. This is a great month for you to create a practice of asking your highest self before making decisions so that you can live in alignment with that. Show up as your highest self. And the best way that you're going to be able to do that and embody that is through first purifying and ensuring that your body, your mind, and spirit is a sacred temple that can hold a higher vibration. If you're feeding yourself like junk food every single day, your body is going to be also in the resonance of eating that junk food, feeling lethargic, right? And so what can we do to kind of raise our vibration? Start making different choices. I don't know why that's coming to mind, but it's like, all right, starting to make little mini different choices. And then that's going to help to elevate your vibration and help you get further into contact with the version of yourself that is on your highest timeline. So
just you wait for the astrology. Just everything you're saying so far, I'm like dying. I've decided, just a little snippet. I'm just like, I just go. But I've whipped out my notebook because like everything you said, like with the burning ball of fire, magician card, with this, I'm like, I know exactly the transits that you are like subconsciously without knowing, alluding to. So I'm like taking my notes. So like theme 1 people, theme 2, theme 3, I'm sure will be the same. I will tell you which transit's going to be most powerful for you based on the energy, because Karlie, it's like we're always aligned, but this is like funny.
I love that. I love that. My cards speak for themselves. But anywho, so yeah, get ready, my theme 1. Your highest self is calling you. No more crawling back into the cocoon. Time to find your wings and fly. And I'm excited to see what embodying your highest self can bring into your life, right? As you show up and you shift into a higher timeline, and that's just where you stay, you've got some good opportunities coming to you. Because remember, even though that one called out to you, all of these themes are still for you. Everyone has all these themes. It's a collective energy. The theme you're leaning into is just the one that is most prevalent. That's the one that's going to be like your portal into everything else. So, all right, my theme 2. Theme 2, it is your time to shine. We had golden quartz and jade come through. We also had a bit of this in November, like just glimpses of like success kind of coming through, kind of understanding like what leads me to success, what feels good in my being, what can lead me to a higher level of success. December is growing on that same theme that we had in November. But this time it is just like a burst of energy. It is your time to shine. No more hiding in the fear of being seen. No more hiding in the fear of being successful. Like the success and the good fortune is rolling its way to you. The more that you remain open and receptive to the good luck and the good fortune and the abundance specifically that wants to come in, the more you're going to be able to call it in and embody it. Once again, this is an embodiment of your highest self. I feel that as well. Like your highest self, think about what would your highest self do when they have an opportunity? What will your highest self do when they're looking for more fortune in their life? It is really a month of receiving, right? Harnessing the magician power of speaking out what you desire and then being fully committed to receiving it. Like do not bat an eyelash. It's coming to you. How committed and loyal can you be to your success and your good fortune? And it will just be inevitable that it comes your way. So doing something around like releasing fear of being seen, releasing fear of being successful, releasing fear of having and holding abundance and success, like what makes you so scared to be successful? This is a month to recognize what's trying to hold you back and then step further into the limelight of success. Because I just feel like if this is what I'm thinking, if you've been trying to like blow up on social media, it's like you don't even have to try this month. Just believe you will and it's going to happen. Or like, it's a really great month if you're like, oh, am I going to be successful in my business? If you just show up like you're going to be successful, the clients will come rolling in. It's just like that kind of like magnetic, potent energy coming through. So my theme too, people, relax and receive, baby. We got a lot of good energy coming your way. All right, final theme 3. It is time for you to step into your purpose. What have you been denying yourself of? Claim your freaking power. This is your month you had the full Phoenix energy. Like, I don't know what you've been through this year, but you were burned to the ground so that you could find some serious wings. We got Sunstone and banded aragonite, which refer to sunstone is like the counterpart of moonstone. So moonstone is like your nurturing, your feminine. And then the sunstone is like the boldness, the stepping out, the taking action, the putting the intuitive like energy into action, right? Creativity. And then banded aragonite, we've got life purpose. Life purpose, you are committing to yourself. No more holding yourself back. You're fully stepping into your purpose and claiming your power. It's a really, really incredible month for you to notice when you're getting pings of intuitive knowings and not just sitting on them, but actually taking action. Because I have a feeling a lot of us have been like kind of gathering, intuitive urges of, oh, like this is something I want to do in my life, or like this is someone I want to reach out to. This isn't a month to sit on it. It's a month to take action, to just fully activate your purpose and your power and to claim it. Say, this is who I am. This is how I show up. This is like my thing. This is what I do. This is my thing. Make whatever you're doing your thing. Make it your thing. Make it unique. Make it your brand. Make it your style. And create yourself into someone that is super in alignment with their soul and their spirit, and just go with the flow. It doesn't matter if what you do changes up. If it's you and it's authentic to you, you're creating your personal brand. You're creating your personal style to things. So get creative, have fun, show up and claim yourself, claim your titles, claim your purpose, claim yourself as someone that deserves to be seen, deserves to be heard, deserves to teach, deserves to share. And yeah, it's going to be a great month for you to just like fully shift into your potential. If you've been unsure of how to take that next step forward, this is going to be a month where you just gain the clarity and you're like, fuck yeah, this is who I am. And I'm no longer hiding in the shadows of fear. I am showing up. So you can kind of see how all these themes have somewhat been similar to one another, or like progressions on one another. That's kind of what I felt when I was channeling it. I was like, one of these could just be one major theme, but I think they're just giving little pings into different parts of the collective theme. Theme 1 being that cleanse, ground, and body. Theme 2 being that receive and embody. And then theme 4, it's like all embodiment. We're really embodying. Theme 4 is like, okay, lean into the creativity, lean into the action, and embody who you want to become. So I'm excited to see what December brings for us. Let's find our wings. Let's embrace the new energy. And Maggie, take it away with the astrology for December.
All right, so just a reminder, get your notebooks out, but also there's a lot of transits, right? This isn't as much as November. November was like insane with the amount of transits that we had. December's a little bit better, but they're very big ones. So grab your notebook, but also maybe come back to this episode, listen to it every week to at least even like this part to refresh yourself on the transits that are coming up. And remember that the moon transits are that day, but the other transits are a period of time, and I'm just telling you when it starts. So if you can remember, for example, that like Venus enters Aquarius when I tell you, keep that in your notes and wait until the next episode when I tell you on this date, Venus enters Pisces. This energy for Venus in Aquarius, like I was saying as the example, is like a whole month transit. So that's not just this day, it's just that's around the time you're going to start to feel this shift. So this is a long embodiment. So write down your notes, come back week in and week out just to, see what there sort of is for your energy. And remember that these transits, yes, they're affecting you, but something like Mercury retrograde, which we're in right now, December 1st, we're in Mercury retrograde, like we've been in it for a while. Those things, they affect you, but also they affect everyone. They affect everyone around you. So if like Mercury retrograde, it's like communication is off. People aren't saying what they mean. Things are getting lost in translation. And someone says something to you and you're like a little hurt by it, realize that's probably not what they meant, right? Like this is not just affecting you as an individual, it's affecting all of us. So when you see these traits come out in other people around you, you can know it's because we're all being affected, even if it's subconsciously, by this energy around us. So to kick it off, we have December 1st is the Sagittarius new moon. We had this in November, now we have it again in December, where the very first day of the month is a new moon. And new moons are all like setting intention, it's cleansing, it's fresh energy. So I'm kind of loving this energy of new moon, new beginnings, fresh intentions on the first day of the month. So take advantage that it's on the first day of the month because it's not going to stay there for next month. This is fresh energy. This is energy of being spontaneous. It's adventurous. It's being honest with your emotions. So allow yourself to lead that way this day. I'd really push you, if you can, to take the day off. I don't know what day of the month December 1st is. I think it's a Sunday. So, a lot of people will have it off. But if you can, take it off. Get into some escapism, just some like good fun, like allow yourself to go on an adventure, big or small. This is a great time for manifestation around travel plans, intentions, and just like bigger manifestations that feel like fun and next level and like escapist. It's like that, it is a little bit that next level self energy, like escaping into that other version of you to like dream for a moment. Then we have December 6th. So this on the surface might seem very contrary to what Karlie was saying with a lot of her messages, but I think the reason Karlie got those messages like about that fire, that action, is a lot because of this transit I'm about to talk about. Mars is actually going into retrograde in Leo on December 6th, and you were saying it's like this Leo energy in the summer, which is funny. Now this can feel like tough, because when Mars goes into retrograde, it does slow you down a bit. However, it can make it so that the actions that you do choose to take need to be extremely intentional, because you're not going to be going on autopilot. Like, to take action, you're going to have to be like, this is the action I want to take, and I'm going to make myself do it. It's not going to be like, I can just move, I can just go, I can just keep doing what I'm always doing. Like, the action that you do need to take when Mars is in retrograde is very intentional, is a push, is like a big ball of fire that you kind of have to conjure up for yourself. And so rather than this, being this time where you're just like easily taking all this action, it's intentional action, but also it's a really good time to reflect on where you're putting your energy and what is worth it, so that you can take big action, right? It's sort of like, where's my energy being drained? Where is my energy going like fruitless and I have to shift something? So it's a really good time to reflect and sort of like regain more momentum, especially if you've been feeling burnt out. It's also a great time to turn inwards with like doing the inwards work of Mars. So like I said, that can be reflecting on action, but it's also looking closely at how you process things like stress, anger, work-related things, and maybe you've just been like bottling them down. We have this explosion. We have this, bubbling energy where it's like it's time to look at these things like stress, anger, work-related things before they do explode so that you can start to change your relationship with them. And this retrograde is going to go on for a while. It's going to make Capricorn season, which is coming up, not really feel like Capricorn season. Like usually this time of year, it's like go, go, go. It's like bam, bam, bam. And it can feel very overwhelming. And then it leaves you with that winter blues when it like goes away, right? But this time it's like instead of just like exploding all over and not knowing like which direction you're going and feeling like a hamster on a wheel, you're like getting to take this big intentional action and actually actively work on healing that masculine side. So it's really, I don't know, it's just really powerful. Mars retrograde is going to be huge for theme 3 people, like stepping into your purpose, like looking at where am I putting my energy? Where do I want to put my energy, right? Like, what is this purpose that I'm intentionally stepping into? How do I need to rework the idea of action to serve me? This is really powerful for theme 3 people. Then we have December 7th, Neptune going direct. Now, this is huge for theme 1 people. Karlie was going on about like highest self, spiritual stuff. Neptune has been in retrograde since June. We get about 5 months of Neptune retrograde every year. And when Neptune goes into retrograde, we sort of lose touch a little bit with our spiritual selves. And so now that it's going direct again on December 7th, it's like this fog has been lifted. You're going to feel more clear on that bigger picture, that highest self. Like it'll just like suddenly sort of fall in. And when it's in retrograde, we're sort of in this like human chapter where we're like working with these like human experiences, these human emotions. We're full on surrender as we're just like present in the moment working through these things. We're in this like surrender and trust period. And then when Neptune lifts and goes direct, we stepped more into clarity and intention again. So spiritual practices will be heightened and more effective again. Like you might feel like I was kind of manifesting, but all of a sudden it's going to be like, yeah, it can pop off again. So pour yourself back into your spiritual practices. When Neptune is in retrograde, like I said, it's that human time. Now we're in a soul-based period again. So that's important for everyone, but especially those theme 1 people. Then on the exact same day, we have Venus entering Aquarius. This is super, super important for anyone who chose theme 3 because this is all about that, expressing yourself, your personal style, your connection to the self, and is also going to be a little important for theme 2 people, but it doesn't have to be your focus. When Venus enters Aquarius, this is time to volunteer for places near and dear to your heart. It's this like bleeding humanitarian heart. It's a balance, like a really nice balance between heart and the mind, heart and head, and embracing and falling in love with your own quirks and what makes you different and unique. So this really, really niched self-love will be super powerful during this time. This is a time to experiment with your style. Go out and meet new people, put yourself into communities, and explore your relationship to yourself, which is really prevalent for that theme 3. I literally think Karlie said explore your personal style for theme 3 people, and I had written down in my notes, experiment with your style. So it's a really powerful one. Then we have December 15th. This is such an exciting time. We have Neptune went direct, and now on December 15th, we have Mercury retrograde ending. We have Mercury going direct. So with Neptune and Mercury, both of these, when they're in retrograde, can create a bit of a fog, and both of them are clearing within like a week of each other, within 10 days of each other. So this is going to feel like such intense clarity that we haven't had since June. Communication will get easier, your mind will clear, and like that imposter syndrome can ease up a bit. It's just going to feel like a big lightning and huge vision coming in, so trust that. And on the same day, this is so powerful, we have the Gemini full moon, which is ruled by Mercury. Gemini rules Mercury. So the fact that it's happening on the day of Mercury going direct is so, so powerful. This is a time to reflect on everything you have learned, connections you have made, and just gratitude for like any new part of yourself that you found over the past year, 6 months, or month. This is amazing for manifestation. That like vibey manifestation, that spiritual manifestation, like sitting in the vibe, writing letters to the universe. It's that part of manifestation that's before surrender, especially for things like career, social things, or anything to do with communication, like speaking your manifestations out. This is going to be really important. This Gemini full moon, and then later the Capricorn new moon. So the Gemini full, Capricorn new, these are your theme two. Like theme two people, I want you to be moon intention this month, because this is that manifesting and speaking out. And then later on, when we get to the Capricorn new moon, that's that success piece that Karlie was talking about. Then we have December 21st. This is Capricorn season. Such a beautifully balanced season. I'm never surprised that this falls around the holiday season, because Capricorn is all about tradition, family values, and like hard work energy. It's like on that conveyor belt, like hitting milestones, family tradition sort of stuff. This is a great time, just the whole season, to get clear on your structure and plans for the next year. Set yourself up to win. This season may be a little bit harder than normal because of the Mars retrograde, so be easy on yourself, but like really clear intentions will set you up really powerfully for like huge moves. Then our last one is on December 30th. We have the Capricorn new moon, which is those theme two people. You're doing your moon work this December. This is similar energy to like Capricorn season, right? It's a great time to set intentions to make money, for business, for work, for career, and big life goals or milestone manifestations. It's time to get into the nitty-gritty and lay them all out, make structure and set intention for like the most powerful year. Use this like it's the most powerful energy to be like, this is my structure for my goals for the next year. It's a really powerful time for that. We have lots of manifesting energy. This is like, you know, with that Mercury direct and that Gemini moon, that's that Magician card right there. The Magician card is actually ruled by Mercury. So all of this sort of Mercury going direct, this Gemini energy, and even a little bit this like Capricorn manifestation energy, it's all about that Magician card that Karlie pulled. So this month is really what you decide to make of it. There's so much power in the air and so much potential for manifestations, for aligning your action and for intention. But because Mars is in retrograde, you have to take the reins. Like you have to do it. It's not going to happen for you. So be intentional this month. That's all I've got. Soph, take it away and have a great December, everyone.
Okay, oh my goodness. I am going to shake things up, because normally I give a little practice or practices or prompts, but something was telling me, because Karlie and Maggie have given a lot, and Maggie has also been able to intertwine which theme you picked and where to like really lean into throughout the month, and they've gave practices and prompts, and I want to add even more. So the girls do not know I'm going to do this. I don't even know what I'm going to do, but we love to make things exciting here. So what I'm going to start doing is, instead of giving you even more at the end of these, I'm actually going to lead us through a practice here, live, together, to really ground and prepare our minds, bodies, hearts for the energy that is ahead of us, okay? So I want us just to take why are you making me laugh? You're making
You guys, I'm literally not doing anything. It's just Sophie cracking. I just love you. You're so cute.
Why?
I don't know. I'm like, I don't know what you're about to do right now.
Me neither.
But let's see. Let's see who's ready.
It felt right to just ground us into our bodies and open up ourselves for the energy that is ahead of us, because there's a lot of big energy. We've got this energy of, there's just a lot of energy of like no longer hiding. Like that's what kept coming through for me. Like I actually chose theme 1, but like Karlie said, like theme 1, theme 2, and theme 3 really, really like hit me, right? And I actually do have a prompt for all 3 of these themes that I'm going to take forward for with me. So with theme 1, I want to give you these little prompts, and then I'm going to take us through like literally a very short practice just to ground into this energy as a collective, as a community, and open ourselves up and really just prepare our bodies and our minds and our hearts for all the energy that's coming, and to like to step into it and to feel prepared to step into it and feel excited to step in it and not feel overwhelmed to step into it. But the little prompt I want to give my theme 1 people is, how would your highest self or your future self move today or show up today? And how can you show up as them? That's your prompt that I want you just to take with you, is how would your future self, your highest self, act, move, show up? There's a lot of what Maggie said, a lot of like taking action. You're the one taking the action. Like, can you show up? So this is something that I've actually been working with, a prompt that I've been leaning into this past little while, is like, how do I see my future self and how can I take action from that place? You know, so how do you see your future self? How do you see your highest self? And how can you move from that state this week, this month? For my theme 2 people, it's all about, like Karlie said, no more hiding. And I feel this so much. Your time to shine. My name is Shine with Sophie, so like I love this so much. And a little prompt I want to give you all is, you shift your fears through your willingness to be uncomfortable. So how uncomfortable are you willing to get? How uncomfortable are you willing to get? And what can you lean into this month that is going to be uncomfortable, but it's going to allow you to really liberate those fears and shine brighter. Shine brighter, shine wider, shine bolder. Theme 3. How can you show up and claim what's alive for you? Honestly, this aligns so much for me as well, because I'm finally stepping into and claiming like my purpose and the direction I want to take my business and my work and my method and what I want to give and who I want to work with to a new level. So I feel this so much. So I want you to just to take the prompt, and each day, like, how can you show up and claim what is alive for you? And like, it's just this energy that was coming through of like, and this is what we've all been kind of like stepping into as well. It's like, okay, enough is enough. Only I can really only I can put myself out there. Only I can push myself to create my dreams or do the thing or show up or whatever it is. So how can you show up and claim what's alive for you? So I want us just to take a big collective deep breath in. I want you to give your hands a little shake, your arms a little shake, your shoulders a little shake, rolling them back. Maybe you're tapping your feet on your floor, or maybe you're on your bed, or wherever you are, just tapping your feet onto the floor and just grounding into the earth below you. I want you just to open up your chest. Maybe just do a big stretch and let what resonated with you just land in your body. Just land in your heart. I want you to open up your chest. I want you to tap onto your heart. I want you to tap away any fear, any resistance, any sense of overwhelm. I just want you to tap it away wherever that's living in your body. Maybe it's your chest, maybe you find yourself tapping up your neck, or maybe it's your throat. Just tapping away any of that sticky energy that's maybe come forward. Maybe you've kind of fallen into your head and you're like, oh, there's just so much, there's so much. I want you just to tap that energy out your head. I want you just to come a little bit into your body. And just take a deep breath into your entire being, just tapping away anything that is sticky, anything that isn't allowing you to fully ground into the energy that's ahead of us. Just tapping that away. And as you create that space, I want you just to open up just a little bit more. Maybe you open up your fingers, you open up your chest, you open up your your arms. And I want you to declare as a community, as a collective, as if we're all in this big circle together. We're about to step into a brand new month, the final month of the year, the final month of 2024. And I want us as a collective expanding together, rising together, and just claim that you're ready, you're willing to step into your highest self, that you're willing to get uncomfortable and shine brighter than you've ever have before, that you're willing to claim your power, to take action, to run with what you have to give, with the ideas that are coming forward, with the intuitive guidance that is alive for you. Opening up your body, open up your heart, open up your mind, and choose to claim, choose to say yes to this energy, to working with this energy, to not being afraid of it, but moving with it. Allowing your body to get on board with it, your mind to get on board with it, and deciding that this month is going to be the best month yet because you're going to work with the energy around you. You're going to work with the universe, your spirit team. You're going to work with yourself. You're going to choose yourself. You're going to choose to say yes. You're going to choose to claim. You're going to choose to show up. You're going to choose to connect to your highest power and potential each and every day because you deserve to. Just taking a deep breath into that energy, tapping any remaining bit of resistance, and choosing excitement, choosing gratitude that you've been given this guidance, you've been given this opportunity to work with this energy, and choosing to not overcomplicate it, but step into it with love, with openness, with trust, and with ease. Taking a final deep breath in, exhale out. And guys, go have the best final month of 2024. We're so grateful that you've been on this journey with us this past year. The first year of Divine Gossip Girls, we actually launched in December last year. We're almost hit a full year podcasting. But thank you for being on this journey with us. Thank you for tuning in each and every week to the forecast, to our mini episodes. We love you so much, and we really hope that you've enjoyed being on this journey with us. If you want to share this episode, tag us in it on Instagram at thatritual.co or our personal accounts. We would love to see what lands. We would love to witness you in the action that you take in the final month of December, the final month of 2024. We want to witness you in your light. We want to witness you in your highest self. We want to witness you in your power. So show up, tag us, let us see it, and we will see you next year, 2025, for another cosmic forecast. We love you guys.
Woohoo!
Bye.
Bye.